Good morning, everybody. This is Tuesday's lesson to continue on with the Pythagorean theorem. So hopefully you have your notebook ready, and we will be working out of that white practice foldable on the Pythagorean theorem. So real quick, I'm just going to go through these examples to give you a little bit more understanding on how we're solving these problems using the Pythagorean theorem. And then there will be, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4 more problems of practice that you will be doing through your Big Ideas assignment online through that white app on Clever. So hopefully you got through Monday's video and got some practice done and asked me any questions that you may have had before today. If not, still here. That's the beauty about working distance learning, because you get to take breaks, you get to do it on your own time, and you get to come back to it when you need to. So my suggestion is, though, to keep up with it and do what I suggest on each day so you don't get too far behind, and also so you're not rushing to get through this by the end of the week, because the work is just going to keep coming at this point. Okay, so for number 1, we have a right triangle. We know because of the little square box showing the 90-degree angle. So first thing I want you to do is label your sides. You see that B is already labeled. 15 is going to be the other leg, so we'll make that one A. And then 25 is your hypotenuse, so that one is C. So I'm going to write my A squared plus B squared equals C squared. My A is 15 squared. My B is what we're trying to find. And my C is 25 squared. All right, 15 squared is 225 plus B squared equals 25 squared, which is 625. Okay, again, you are allowed to use calculators at this point. To solve this problem, I need to get the B squared by itself, because ultimately I want to find what just B is. So I need to subtract 225 from both sides. I get B squared equals 400. To get B by itself, I need to take the square root of both. Square root of B squared is just B, because remember, they cancel each other out. And the square root of 400 is 20. So my answer is 20 for number 1. I'm just going to draw a little line here so we're not putting the work in together and you don't get confused. Okay, example number 2. It tells us we're looking for C. So this will be my A and this will be my B. Remember, doesn't matter on the legs. You can have it either way. Okay, so as a reminder, and just to keep me in the habit, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I have 5 squared. Oh, it pleated. 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144, equals C squared. So what is 25 plus 144? We get 169. Equals C squared. going to take the square root of both sides. And get, 13 equals C. Remember, you also have your square root and cube root charts in your notebook as well. Okay, don't forget about those. All right, last one on this page. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Both of my legs are 10, so that should make it easy. And I'm finding C again. So remember, always the first step. Find or label your triangle, so you know which number is going to each variable into the formula. Okay, so 10 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared. So we have 100 plus 100 equals C squared. 200 equals C squared. I need to take the square root. And here is where you can see, if you look at your chart, your square root chart, or if you put this in your calculator, the square root of 200 is not a perfect square. So when the instructions tell you to leave your answers in radical form where appropriate, because you are to find the exact missing length, then this is how we would leave it. We would leave the answer as the square root of 200 equals C. It's not a perfect square. And if they want the exact answer, that is the exact answer. When you put the square root of 200 in your calculator, you are going to get a never-ending number. Okay? So if it's not a perfect square, leave it the radical sign on it, and that would be your answer. Okay? Let's do another one like that. Number 4. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I have my A, my B, and I'm looking for C again. So 8 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. 64 plus 64 equals C squared. 64 plus 64 is 128. And if I take my square root of both sides, the square root of 128 is not a perfect square. So my answer will remain the square root of 128. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I promised you I wouldn't make the video so long. So if you do have any additional questions on that, please reach out. And again, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, I will quote unquote see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.